Talk about it, go get it. They don't believe that you really will.
This is Dani, and we are live in the living room. Shout out to Reese, the director.
All right, let's get it. So you was born and raised in Bridgeport, right?
Yes, I was born and raised in Bridgeport. That's correct. All the way up until I would say maybe 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up in Bridgeport?
I mean, for me, it was different. I would say it was different from what you would expect. I was sheltered. I was
So you didn't experience like none of the hood stuff, the drama?
I mean, I wasn't out there like that.
Right.
I grew up with a lot of brothers and sisters, so we were kind of popular in the hood.
You got like 25 brothers and sisters.
Approximately, yes. Actually 24. No, I am the second oldest of 11.
Oh, wow. 11 brothers and sisters.
11 brothers and sisters. 10 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
Plus me, yes.
What was it like growing up with so many brothers and sisters? And being the oldest?
Being the second oldest, you know, it was like being second mom, you know. A lot of life skills learned very early. It was tough, as you can imagine. It was tough, you know.
Did y'all have to share a lot of things?
We had to share a lot. Nothing was one person. Everything had everybody's name on it.
We just passed the holidays. So what was like your Christmas like? Could you remember like one of your craziest Christmas days?
I mean, you know, we just passed the holidays, so yeah. I mean, we came together, and it's always good, you know, to do that. With the all of us are still here in Connecticut except for one. My sister is in Illinois, but we still stay connected. We're still very close.
That's what's up.
But you know, holidays was tough too.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was not easy. But you know, we thugged it out, and and we here now.
Yeah. So were you relatively a good kid or a bad kid growing up?
I was not a troublemaker.
Okay.
I was not fighting. I probably got in one fight.
Wow. That's good.
So, and you know, it was like I did win that fight. I feel like I did, but I was not one that was out there fighting. I'm not even gonna pretend.
So Dani Denise, but you said we dropping the Denise today.
I don't know. I just feel like it's heavy. It's heavy. Like sometimes I just want to be Dani. Like that's who I am. That's what people know me as. Dani. Dani Denise is like, it feels forced, even though Denise is my middle name.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we could do a poll and see what the people want.
Right.
I don't know.
So how long have you been singing?
All my life.
Wow.
Since I could talk, I suppose.
Did it start in church? Or just in the house?
No, it actually did not start in church. I could say from as young as 8 years old, I could sing. So if anybody that knows me knows I'm a 90s baby, fan of the 90s music, and especially Brownstone, the R&B group, Brownstone. The song "If You Love Me," if you love me, if you trust me. That song, yes, yeah. So I knew all the lyrics to that song when I was 8 years old.
Did your mom play a bunch of music in the house?
Yeah, oh yeah, my mom, my dad, yeah, for sure. So it was definitely that contributed to it, of course.
So you come from a musical background?
Yeah, I mean, my parents weren't like musicians,
right?
But music was every day. Played music, all types of music.
What about your brothers and sisters? Any of them play music?
Well, you know my.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but the viewers don't know.
My brother Jacob, he comes to mind first because he's actually self-taught pianist.
Yeah, and he's a beast on
and guitarist. You know. So,
oh wow, I didn't even know you played guitar.
Yeah, guitar as well.
Wow.
I don't think he's focusing on that right now, but keyboard for sure. Yeah. And you know, he's a producer, engineer. Yeah, so definitely he's
and one of your brothers is a photographer as well, right?
Well, yeah, he's definitely up and coming. He's found his passion there, and he's trying to do some things with that. That's new for him. And I got a brother who's a great artist. Amazing artist. Jedediah. So I mean. Yeah, I come from very
definitely artistic background. That's what's up.
For sure.
So what do your mom and dad do?
I mean,
are they artistic as well?
No.
Really?
You know, neither of them really could sing.
Wow.
They can carry a tune,
Yeah.
but it's not
No
like
instruments,
there was
nothing.
no instruments, nothing. I don't know. I think it was the fusion of the two of them that bred all the
Yeah.
art. You know, because they're both.
No uncles, nobody like down
That
the line.
does music? No, I
That's
can't think
crazy.
of nobody. I think we
Yeah, y'all the start.
We the X-Men. We the start of it, like us.
Wow.
We might be it. Like that's
Walkers.
where it starts. Yes, the Walkers.
Okay. 2 singles out right now. W.Y.K, featuring Jordan and Selfless featuring Jordan.
Yes.
How did those projects come about?
I mean, that was actually a beautiful story the way it did come about.
Because you guys met here actually
We
during
met
our
right here when you had me.
And he actually went off and just created this whole
it was
connection.
like, oh, thanks Reese for introducing us.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
bye.
that's it. See you later. Peace out.
See you later, Reese.
Yeah.
No, but for real, it kind of did happen that way. It was very like kismet. I don't always, and I haven't in a while, but I don't always, help you interview. But that was just one of the times I was able to come through and I helped you interview, and it just happened to be him. And he makes music.
Yeah.
And we were both Pisces, so we kind of bonded off of that. And
Jordan's somebody that's going to like, let's get it done right now.
Yes. So in that moment, right there, after the interview was done, we made a hit. We made a single. Literally, right after the interview, we sat here in the same space and we found a beat. And I was like, I like that beat. And we started writing to that song right there, right here. And like that was a great moment. I'm actually very proud of that moment because that was the first time that I was actually given the opportunity to do something.
And you guys did a video for that, for one of those tracks as well.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Won't you in my water, babe? Won't you in my water, babe? Won't you in my water, babe? Won't you in my water, babe?
Ended up, he put it together. That ended up coming out sometime after. But initially, the song dropped in March? I think on his birthday.
Right.
March 8th or 9th of last year. And then the music video came out sometime after.
So what inspired the title W.Y.K?
I mean, so this is how the song came about, all right? I came up, or I drafted the rhythm. And Jordan put the words to it. And just the fact that we're both Pisces.
Right.
Pisces, water, fish, that is the vibe that, we felt like should be in the song as well.
Yeah.
And want you in my water, babe, were the words that he decided to put to it. I was in agreement. It seemed to flow. And the title, what came about, water. It's not very complicated.
Yeah. So who produced these projects? Like, what studio did you guys go to?
Oh, so we went to Dre God, what is it, New Haven Studio?
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but it's Dre God. Shout out to Dre God. We did record the music or record the song there. What is that? February of last year? Yeah.
Wow. So, what marketing strategies have you been using to promote your music?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be completely honest. That is not my focus.
Right.
It's hard for me to focus on that.
So what's the main focus right now?
My main focus right now, to be completely honest, is my daughter.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with
It's
that.
my daughter.
Yeah.
Shout out to Talia.
Great.
It's my daughter. It's
Yes.
my job. Takes up a lot of my time and my fitness.
But you're always still open to like
Oh,
doing music.
absolutely, definitely. And I appreciate you bringing me out for this.
Of course.
In the meantime, like in between time, I've been writing.
And wait, you said fitness. So like, are you a trainer or are you training?
I train.
Nice.
I train. So I'm not a trainer, but I work out heavily. I lift heavily.
Is that a goal to like train people? Like.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
It's something I could, do if I decided that the 9 to 5 wasn't for me, which one day hopefully it will not be for me. But the 9 to 5 that's going to guarantee take up 40 hours minimum of your week.
Right.
So until you don't have that obligation, or until let me speak for myself, until I don't have that obligation, it's gonna be hard for me to see myself going into full entrepreneurship. Like, as many ideas as I have, as much ability and potential that I have. You know, I do hair as well.
Right.
So there's a lot of facets to me. There's a lot of things that I can do and want to do, but I don't want to spread myself too thin.
Right.
So I got to be realistic about the time that I have.
Makes sense. So what themes would you like to address in your music?
I mean, love. Obviously, that might sound cliche, but like, you know, honestly, it's more than that. It's not even just like love, because that's such a vague word.
Yeah.
Just the reality of how people are, the reality of how men are, the reality of how women are,
right.
the reality of how we all have flaws, we all have. Let's just be for real. Let's be for real. Let's actually, like, no more bullshit type of music. You know what I mean? But not on some like toxic, but just like
putting yourself all the way out there.
Just, you know, hold men accountable. That's what I'm about. It's hold men accountable, like, because I've been a victim to the BS. You know, that might sound dramatic, but like when you subject yourself to BS and you're subjecting yourself to it, you have the ability to get away from it. You just have to open your eyes and get away from it. But if you subject yourself to that, what is allowed will continue.
Right.
I think that's a big message. So it's just kind of like, as far as dating goes, as far as like love goes, you don't have to settle. Like I'm real good being alone. I'm good alone. And by the way, like, we need a podcast, cause we need a podcast, like, because I got a lot of shit to say.
So tell me about your first musical memory.
It might be what I mentioned earlier, is the fact that I could sing word for word Brownstone, If You Love Me, at age 8, probably 7. I might have been 6.
Right.
But I was young, and that song is not an easy song for a young kid.
Right.
It's not. So, you know, that's probably the earliest that I could think of.
So what does making it mean to you?
The first word that came to mind, because I've heard a lot of people answer this question. The first word that came to mind for me in this moment is reaching peace. Reaching a point of peace. I don't know what is more beautiful than that, but like just peace. Peace about everything, every aspect of your life.
Yes.
You feel like everything is alright, even if it's not. Acceptance of what actually is, acceptance of reality. Letting go of what you can't control and taking charge of what you can control.
Yeah.
Peace.
That's well said.
Money's nice too. Money's nice too. You know, financial security is dope. So that on top of it, but peace.
So what's the hardest part with like balancing out having a child and trying to chase a career?
Having a child. I mean, you know,
but there's a lot of people that do it.
Yeah,
like,
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But you know what? Just to get a little bit candid, I don't have a ton of people.
A ton of support?
A ton of people that I can trust and that I feel like is there.
That's a big key word right there, trust. It's like, yes, I totally understand. You have a daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, even having a son as well, you know, having a child, trusting somebody is hard.
So that's what it is. You know, a lot of people do it. A lot of people have that, you know, that grandmother that can watch their child for a week while they fly out to blah blah blah, and they'll be back because they got Nana. She gonna be with Nana. I don't have that.
Yeah.
So this is not me making excuses for myself or nothing like that. It's just this is the reality, and until it becomes easier, a little more feasible, it's where it's at.
Right.
That's where it's at right now, and that's cool with me. You know what I mean? Like if you do things like this is feasible for me.
Yep.
I can't commit to appearances or bookings and things like that.
I mean, I feel like with you being transparent about that, you can still gain some type of connection from that. You know, people know how they could fit you in.
Yeah, absolutely, and I would appreciate that. You know, because that's the type of thing that, you know, someone where I'm at right now, that's the type of thing I would need and appreciate. Right. Absolutely.
So who's your top 5 R&B artists?
Marsha Ambrosius comes to mind first. I love Marsha Ambrosius. And this is probably not in any particular order. Stephanie Mills, next for her vocal ability. Anita Baker. It's tough. Oh, she's more jazz, but Esperanza Spalding.
Okay.
And that's four. I don't know. Let me look around the room. Who you got here? It's tough. Yeah, it's a tough one. I might retract on this and think back and be like, oh, I should have said this person, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say Kelly Rowland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she's got pipes and she's a little bit underappreciated. For sure.
Okay. So my last question: what's next for Dani?
Listen, singles coming out this year.
Okay.
Singles coming out this year, and I just been sitting on it for about a year.
Great.
So after I did that single with Jordan, I started saying, hey, I'm gonna start looking for some beats and see what I can purchase.
Can we get a title of one of the singles that's dropping soon?
It's called Excuses.
Okay.
Yes, it's called Excuses, and it's my baby. I've been baking it in the oven for a year.
Right.
And you know what? It's still baking. But it's coming. It's coming. Gonna give you guys a little piece of it today.
All right.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't mind leaving us with the show performance before you go?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get it. But thank you, Dani, for coming out. We live in the living room.
They don't believe that you really with it. Hey, don't talk about it, go